was something that he called sales therapy. Not sales therapy, sales telepathy. Yes. Telepathy sounds way more interesting, doesn't it? That's not your first
Sales therapy sounds like something entirely different.
Sales. Well, see, that's because I've had to work at sales. Sales telepathy. And his flyer had himself. Was anybody there other than me in this room? All right, so I can share. His handout was brilliant. There was a picture of himself, and on the top of his head was a cat. Yeah, I know. Do you like cats, Colleen?
I know.
Oh, you have cats, so you can picture a cat in your head. And the cat's paws were over his face, over his eyes. And his whole message was, who has cats in here? He asked that. Who does have cats? I'm asking you. Oh, quite a few people. Goodness gracious. So a dog, well, our dog might sit in my bed because he's that small. But cats think nothing's new. I don't know if they put their paws on your face. And he was comparing, he was saying, a cat is so paradoxical. It's so baffling. You never quite know what is going on in the cat's mind. And a cat often will do what a cat wants to do, not what you want it to do. But can clients be like cats? Yes. And the more contrary the client, the more cat-like they might appear. You can see that I prefer dogs, although I find cats quite fascinating. Thank you so much. So, in terms of you finding the ideal client, know first, what are you offering? What is your product or service? Then figure out what kind of client do you want to work with? Do you know? Not just somebody who will pay you. That's not enough. Because if you just, I know, sometimes I've been there too, and I thought, I just want somebody who will pay me, please. I'm tired of doing free things. No, I'm not really, but it's more than that. Because if you want your client to be totally satisfied, and you want to be totally satisfied, it has to be more than they're paying you. So you figure out for yourself, do you want a client who's down in the pits, and you have to drag them up? Maybe that makes you feel like a hero, or a martyr, or a saint, and there's nothing wrong with any of that. If that's the kind of client you want, then understand you're going to put a lot of work, a lot of energy, and a lot of power into keeping that client and bringing them out of where they are. If they are already, and I call these the B clients, they're already on your wavelength and they still have room to grow, would that not be a good client for you? They're already on your wavelength. You don't have to convince them that they would look great in a hand-designed outfit. You don't have to convince them. You look at them and you see that person has a sense of style. Maybe they would be my ideal client. Or you could go find somebody else who looks totally uninterested in clothing and really work at it. So you get where I'm going. What value do you bring to your ideal client? What makes you stand apart from everybody who offers what you offer? And that's really the crux of it. And it's difficult to say to yourself, to other women, to other people in your business, and they might be men, they might be all ages, I am better than anybody else you will find in what I do. Because I bring a special, unique flavor. And what is that flavor? What are you bringing that is unique, special, and makes you stand apart from the crowd? Passion. I've been told that I have passion as a speaker. Because I love that, and because I really believe in this message. Heather Green, would you please stand up? This woman is a fashion designer. and she brings a creativity. She always wears her own fashions. Would you stand up? And this woman is also a fashion designer. We have two fashion designers. Are they unique? Will you stand up too? In fact, come up to the front. You don't mind being in the spotlight. No, you don't. All right. Two fashion designers, both members of Women in Business.
Oh, here we go.
Perfect photo opportunity. Now, I'm so glad that they are both fashion designers. Do you think that one of these women is thinking, oh, competition, maybe they won't buy from me and they'll buy from her? Do you think they're thinking that? I don't think they're thinking that, because I see two unique, special women, both creative, both talented, both bringing their style, their personality, their background to us. And we get to choose. We get to choose, and it doesn't mean we're saying this fashion designer is superior to this, or this fashion designer is superior to, and I shouldn't be saying this. Heather, I forgot your name. Rocky. So Rocky and Heather share a passion for fashion design. Does that mean they're identical?
It's all about the fabric.
It's all right. Give them a round of applause. So early in my speaking career, not too much now, I got a little concerned if I saw other speakers who seemed to be more successful than me, who seemed to be appearing on bigger stages. But it was only when you start to figure out what makes you unique. Do you know right now what makes you unique? Can you make a list right now of the value you bring to your clients? How many of you can, honestly? That's super. That's awesome. That's amazing, because it puts you way ahead. Because your client, who is maybe a little bit, maybe having the holdbacks that we talked about over there, and the holdbacks maybe wrong. Maybe some of you heard Janet this morning talk about her workshop for getting clients, and then when she said the fee, $197, maybe you thought, ooh, $197 in the summer, I don't think I can afford that. I don't know if any of you thought that. I'll be honest, I thought that, because we go camping, and I wanted to save all of it, take extra money for camping and all those things. And then I thought, well, but if I hired her services, if I went to her workshop, and she said I'd get more clients, then that investment I put into her workshop would multiply with more clients. But it's processing all of that. And then Sherry said maybe you could start saving money where you go. Start putting it aside. Prioritize it. Yeah, when's your travel account? So the whole idea is that you think and you try and imagine yourself in your client's brain. What are their holdbacks? Are they afraid? I know that a lot of my potential clients are afraid of speaking. And they want to say to the very end of their lives, I'm afraid, I've always been afraid, I always will be afraid, don't ask me to stand up there, forget it. So I won't ask those people anymore. I shared a little story about a selective mute boy in my classroom. As a teacher, who loved to encourage students to communicate, it drove me a little bit wild. It drove me a lot wild. Every time he sat there without speaking, choosing not to speak. He was capable of speaking, choosing not to speak. I felt a little bit like a failure. And while I was concentrating on the other students and they were all participating, I was going, yay, yay, I'm so glad you're here, I'm so glad you're participating. He sat there. I realized that I was expending so much time, energy, and vitality on that one student who did not want to speak that I was neglecting some other students. Do you ever do that? Do you ever try so hard to convince a client or a person who's reluctant to grow and embrace your services? You spend so much time and energy, nothing happens. Well, you might as well get a hammer and bang yourself over the head 18 times. That's the point. Find the ideal clients and focus on the ideal clients. And they will make you feel so good about sharing what you're good at that you will grow life. You'll grow emotionally and socially, and your confidence will be. So finding the ideal client is a win-win, and it's absolutely essential, necessary that you do that. And that you keep that in the back of your mind, and don't sell yourself short by working with people who are not your ideal clients. Don't do that to yourself. And make sure that you know what rewards your client will take away from working with you or buying your product. That you are so aware of that. You're so aware of the rewards that you can look them straight in the face and you can say, you buy my fashion design, you look gorgeous. It will so totally suit you.
It's true.
And we didn't even talk about it. Or Tracy, where's Tracy? Tracy can say, you invest in me, and I promise you that I will pour my whole self into buying the absolutely right house. The house that meets every need you have. That when I am with you, you are my client. You have my undivided attention. And I'll bet Tracy does that. And that's why she would get return clients. Can you say that to every single client that you are working with? And that is a huge reward. Everybody wants to feel special. Everybody wants to feel that the person who's providing them a service or a product cares most about the value for them. Yes, it's nice to get money, it's nice to get a fee, it's nice to get well paid. But what if you knew that the clients that walk away from you would walk away happier, more successful, more fulfilled, more ready to leap to the next barrier because you inspired them, or you cared for them, or you nurtured them, or you met their needs. I'm giving a workshop on March 24th. It will focus a lot on delivery of your message, whether it's one-to-one or one-to-many. Dawn, who's here, I'm so happy to see her. Dawn is a wonderful copywriter. If you need messages that need editing or honing or polishing, Dawn will help you. If you need to take that message that you get from Dawn, that's been copywritten and edited to suit you and to suit your clients, and then you're ready to deliver it, come to me. So we're a tag team. But I'm not saying you have to come to me. It's absolutely up to you. If you want one of these flyers, I'll leave them right in front of you. Here in Austin, I hope you know how special.
Yeah, we know.
There's